So what's up, everybody? It's Kristen. I've been getting a lot of requests to do a makeup tutorial. Now, I want to put this out there. I am definitely not a professional makeup artist. I am definitely not even a makeup influencer. I just really like to put on makeup kind of as my therapy. So people have been asking since I started my makeup Instagram. It is Catfish Kristen. Make sure you follow me. People have been asking me to do a makeup tutorial, and I just thought that I would do my first one because it sounds like fun. If you are interested in seeing how I came up with this look, keep in mind I'm technically kind of a beginner. Make sure you stay tuned. Also, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Oh, and share. I am going to start off here with a very fresh face. I have washed it and primed it and moisturized it. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows off camera simply because that would literally add 20 minutes to this process. So I've done those with Cabral by Benefit. So now I am priming my eyelids with NYX eyeshadow primer. And I am just gonna pat that in and pat that in just so that I could get a nice smooth palette for my eyeshadow. So I'm gonna set that with my air spun powder so that it won't crease and so that it won't move. I'm gonna take this big fluffy brush and use the color Burkina from my Juvia's Place Masquerade palette as a transition color. I absolutely love that color and love that palette. So right after that, I'm going to take a tapered brush by Sonia Kashuk, I believe. It's a pointed taper brush, and I'm going to use the color Ada from my Juvia's Place Masquerade palette, which is a little bit darker brown, and I'm going to put that in the crease here. So it'll be a smooth transition from my lid color all the way up to my eyebrow. I'm gonna now take this pigment that I got from one of the MAC holiday collections. It's called Heritage Rouge. It's kind of a matte pigment, a burgundy-ish color. And I am just gonna pack that on my lids, and then I am going to I'm gonna pack that on my lids with a flat brush, and then the other side of this brush is a fluffy brush that I absolutely love. I think it's by Bare Minerals, old brush. But I'm just gonna take that and I am going to blend and blend and blend and blend upward just to make sure that the color on my lids eventually meets and greets my transition and crease colors. So I wiped out a little bit of that fallout. And the reason that I did not do my foundation first, I normally do my foundation first, but there is so much fallout when you have loose pigments. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't mess anything up. So I am now getting my foundation together. I use the Christian Dior Skin foundation. Out of every foundation I have ever used, it is by far my favorite. It has the right name for sure because it absolutely feels like skin once you get it on there. So I am going to blend and blend and blend this foundation in, of course, until I cannot blend anymore and until it actually looks like my skin. One thing that I want to make sure that everybody does, that some people that are beginners forget to do, is make sure that you get a little foundation on that neck too. Even if you just take what's left over on the brush and drag it down to your neck, you want it to be a smooth transition from your face to your neck. And you definitely in pictures don't want to have that made up face and that naked neck that does not match. So now I am going to take my Kat Von D concealer. I love this stuff. It is in the color D31, and I'm just going to put it in a little triangle right under my eyes and start to conceal. I'm going to take this damp beauty blender and blend it out under my eyes before it dries. Two things that you have to make sure of with the beauty blender. A blending sponge. You have to make sure that it's soft enough, which normally the cheaper ones are not. And you have to make sure that it is damp. Both of those things will get you the correct results, because I wondered for so long why my beauty blenders weren't doing what everybody else's were. This is a really cheap one, but it just happened to be soft enough. I can try to leave a link, but really and truly I don't even trust them to be consistent, because I'm pretty sure these came from far away. They were like 75 cents for like 4 of them and free shipping. Okay, so this is me putting some concealer to highlight my forehead and my Cupid's bow and my chin. And I'm just going to bring it down the bridge of my nose instead of putting the concealer on my nose, just so that it won't be so intense, I guess. So I'm blending and blending and blending and blending. And I'm blending and I'm blending and I'm blending. I love this thing. Okay, so this is a foundation stick. I want to say it's by Ruby Kisses, but I will definitely put the name and or the link to it in the description box. I'm blending it in with the exact same brush that I use for my foundation. I have found that this works the best. I used to use a beauty blender, but this is like way better for this. So I'm going to take my Airspun powder, setting powder, and I am going to get that right under my eyes, my forehead, my Cupid's bow, my chin, all of the places where I put highlighter, just to set it. I don't do any baking in this stuff because this stuff can literally dry out a swimming pool, so you would be looking like ashy and white in pictures. So I literally put it on and take it back off. The bronzer that I'm using is from e.l.f. It is called, I'll put that in the description box too. But I'm going to set all the places that I contoured with this bronzer, and I'm also going to contour my nose with this bronzer. Turks and Caicos is what I think this one is called by e.l.f. Okay, so I'm going to spray my setting spray all over my face and on my fan brush. And I'm going to take that Juvia's Place palette again and take the color Dahia, D-A-H-I-A. And that is what I use to highlight. So I'm going to put it at the very top of my cheekbones and down the bridge of my nose and the tip of my nose. Going in with that Heritage Rouge from MAC and just lining the bottom parts of my eyes now that I have my foundation on. And I use Inglot 77 liner to line the eyes. This is actually just like my second or third time using the Inglot. I'm finding it a little difficult to work with. I don't know. I could be wrong, but it's been a little difficult for me to work with so far. So because I have hooded eyes, it gets a little difficult for me to do a regular wing liner. And for beginners, since this is technically kind of a beginner tutorial, I would recommend that you skip this step if you're really liking how your makeup is looking, just so that you won't mess anything up. So I put on my lashes off camera just because it was just gonna be too much. And I am using ColourPop's Taurus to line my lips, and ColourPop Chi from the Karuchi collection as my liquid lipstick. So this is my Paris deep part lace wig that I love so much. So I just did a little combing it out. I already have some concealer on the part. I didn't bother gluing it down because I'm not going anywhere. So I just brushed it out with my Denman brush here. Alright guys, so this is the finished look that I came up with. I actually do like it. I normally don't like the looks that I come up with. I maybe like them 15% of the time. So I'm really excited about this look, and I think that I may actually try it again when I'm actually going somewhere. Let me know down in the comments if you like the look or if there are any questions that you have. I'm generally pretty good about answering them. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching, because sometimes I can't even really understand why people do watch my videos. So I really do appreciate it, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.